With our bare hands, we make on limestone walls, finding gentle tools to break the rock so the pathway to safety can be found in the dark. We make on stars the faces of the fathers we have lost. We make on old, abandoned buildings, finding the smiles of those who once laughed in them and its cobwebs and tattooing them into the now. We make on school desks when the teacher thought we weren't paying attention, keeping our creativity quiet for fear of a reprimand, but we make on lovers when their bodies were bent into canvases waiting for the first stroke. Making is a devotion. Making is a livelihood, and making is a confession. And we scripted our confessions in letters, and so many, many letters, letters of refusal. We regret to inform you that your application has been letters of disrespect. But don't you think it's time that you get a real job? Letters of refusal. Again, no, I won't do it for the exposure. Letters of accomplishment. Graduation and the first paying client. Letters of inquiry. Will I be paid on time? Letters of adjustment. You want me to do what and exactly how long? Okay. Letters of complaint. Again, why won't I be paid on time? Letters of divorce. I love you, but love ain't legal tender. Letters of love. All sealed with the signature of sweat and dysfunction. No alphabet, just slit our wrists to use our blood as the only ink we can afford. But seriously, if you paid us on time, we could afford it. We are makers. Gods are makers too. Would you expect a god to take an honorarium on the work that they have done? We offer the world the framework to glance in, and the world offers us the frame and a glance. We make infinity mirrors, life imitating us, imitating life. The feeling of touch in a color like the first time you knew love wanted to kiss you. How snow cone mixed with milk through a straw on a hot day tickles the tongue in a lilac gray, or the hot oil burn of addiction and rage. We are complex and multicolored, trying to get others to understand our ways. Some pieces are like discovering your feet for the first time. Some of you bring me pieces like that offer wisdoms like grandmother's dog-eared Bibles and rum. And some of you bring pieces that are defiance and defense, tearing up the boxes we would think in to use as pieces for our bed. And some pieces that you make are like the arms of exes you only remember when you're caught in the rain. And we make magic, the only kind I really believe in. And I dream of a world where artists are heralded in the street and greeted with bows and bowls of fruits and offered at their feet. And I dream of a world that would appreciate critical thought instead of stomping on it. But even if you crushed us, we'd still become the glitter you throw in the faces of bigots. We get our hands dirty, up to the elbows, sticky with glue. And how did you get paint on your nose, my friend? So celebrate those trying to make sense of the world with our bare hands. We wrote letters to each other, to our families, and to our friends, and to our enemies, and to our apathetic leaders, and to our children, and to our country, and back to ourselves. I hope that we can read them slowly. Thank you.